Hi, welcome to our first video. I'm Mia,
And I'm Nelson.
and we are off to now. We're starting this YouTube channel because we are in the corporate world working 9 to 5, but we're trying to get more outdoors, so we are learning backpacking. This upcoming weekend, we are going on our first backpacking trip. Very small, we're starting off really light. We're going about 3 miles to camp and 3 miles back. So, we're going to go over some gear with you. So for my backpack, I got the Osprey Aerial 55 liter. I got this on resale on OfferUp. I think it retails for about a little over $300, $350, and I bought it for $150, brand new, not used. If you are interested in backpacking, I suggest looking on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, because there's a ton of good stuff on there.
And I got the Gregory 65 liter. We found this in REI. Looking to go get size to see what kind of backpack I was. So also try to look on OfferUp. And while we were there, we saw a return section, and this one was used a little bit, but no damages. I think it retails for about 300, and we got it for about 150. So good deal as well. We'll see how it works this weekend.
This was one of our first things that we purchased from REI, and it was just because it was on sale. So I don't know too much about this sleeping bag. This is the Marmot Trestle Elite Co. 30 degrees. We've been camping one time with this, and it was fine, but we'll really test it on this next trip, so we'll see.
For me, I also got Marmot. Mine doesn't have anything on the side, so I forgot what it actually is. I think it might be maybe around 30, 35, but we'll see. It should be about 36 degrees
I
at
don't
night.
think it comes in.
What?
I don't think it comes in 5. Again, we went with the affordable route. We went with Nature Hikes sleeping pads. We used them again once camping, and they're fine. These have a pretty good R value. I think they're above 4, maybe above 4.5. So we're also thinking about looking to pair it with a Thermarest sleeping mat underneath, just to add a little bit more insulation from the ground. We're on our first backpacking trip, and it's winter right now, and we're going to go to the Santa Cruz Mountains. So I think the lowest it's going to get is about 40 degrees, 40, maybe high 30s. So we'll see if it's necessary. And we went with the Sea to Summit Eros Ultralight Pillow. We've never used these before, but have heard pretty good things about them. So we'll see how they work. So for our tent, it's still coming in the mail. It arrives tomorrow morning before we head out to the trailhead, so hopefully it gets here in time. But this is the footprint. We ended up going with the North Face Stormbreak 3 person. I know a lot of backpackers don't take the footprint just because it's extra weight, but we just wanted to be really precautious. We don't want any tears or anything. And we went with the 3 person because we do have 2 dogs that will eventually take on some trips. So we wanted to make sure that we had enough room. Also, the vestibule for the awning was a big selling point, and the big 2 doors that it comes with. And it's a very tall tent, so for 2 people, and then our dogs if we ever want to take them camping with us. And it is a bit of a heavier tent. I think it's a little over 6 pounds. So it is heavier for a backpacking tent, but we just wanted to be safe. And it is a very durable tent over weight. So we wanted to go the more durable route, and we'll separate the weight 3 and 3. So I think it should be worth it, but we'll see. So for our water system, we went with the Sawyer Squeeze. I feel like this is the most staple, beginner friendly water filter. So we just played it safe. Paired with the Knock Bladder 2 liters. And then we have a Nalgene as well. And smart water bottles, because this screws on to a smart water bottle if you need it. And that's our water system.
For our food system, we went with the fire maple stove. Pretty cool compartment. You have everything inside the fire maple. Has this nice little container for like our food that we can, eat with. And then we have the butane. Generally, you can use a smaller one to have it fit on there, but when I went to REI to buy it, I chose the larger one without really realizing it. But this should last us quite a while. We were gonna buy another one, but we're like, let's just go through this one first before we buy it. So for future notice, we will get the smaller one that fits in there. We also went with the titanium long forks from Amazon to Best. We were at REI, we saw one for about like $15, but you got two for 15 in Amazon, so don't forget Amazon.
So for our food, we just have this hanging system. It comes with paracord, carabiners, and a rock sock. So you put a rock in here, put the paracord in there with the carabiner, then throw it over the tree, pulley system it up, and then your food storage bag is hanging in suspension. And apparently this is supposed to work. It seems a little thin to us, but we'll see. It had a lot of good reviews on Amazon, so I'm interested to see how it works out. We might be foodless for the morning after.
What do we have in here?
So we have gallon bags for storage because you want to pack everything that you take with you out, all trash, all toilet paper, everything. So we have gallon bags for that. We have 2 protein bars. We have turkey jerky. We have tea for some cozy warmth at night. We have liquid IV, obviously. This is instant Quaker oats, maple brown sugar, but I added some freeze-dried apples to it just to make it a little bit fancier. Main snack, we went with the mango sticky rice. I've heard really good things about this from Backpacker's Pantry, so we'll see how that works. For dinner, we're going to be sharing them both. So we went with the Cuban coconut black beans and rice, and also had a lot of good reviews, so we'll see how that is. Cafe Bustelo instant coffee. I also put creamer in here, powdered creamer, coffee mate, and then also put some sugar in here. We have some That's It fruit bars.
Apples and strawberry and apples and mangoes.
A lot of food, but should hold us over for a night, and then breakfast.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know how it goes. This is one night, so we packed a bit of toiletries just for a night. Hand sanitizer. This is whole body deodorant. CeraVe SPF. We have a brush, environmental friendly toothpaste, Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap, SPF chapstick. We have earplugs. For the ladies, I have a Coola cloth. This is an antimicrobial toilet paper, reusable toilet paper situation. So you just kind of pat dry once you go pee. We also have a microfiber towel, quick dry.
Then we have as well some tick and insect repellent. We have a little sponge, some sunscreen, and then of course we have our combat wipes, some outdoor cleaning and refreshing wipes. We could use these for, like a kind of makeshift shower.
For safety, we have a first aid kit that has scissors. I put a little bit of Tylenol in here in one of these pill pouches. There's some gauze, some band-aids. We're just gonna probably keep it in this pack. A lot of people put it in another Ziploc bag to save weight, but we're just gonna keep it in there. We have some Gorilla Tape. I just put this on a plastic straw and cut it off. 2 switchblades for safety. We have both of our headlamps. We definitely want to replace these because these are battery operated and we'd rather have rechargeable ones. So these are not going to stay, but they'll work for now. We have our battery pack. I believe this is 10,000. And then we have our Garmin InReach Mini. This is a satellite device. Without service, we can text our family and friends. They could track our locations and make sure that we're okay. It has SOS calling if anything happens, and very, very important that we have this. And lastly, this is our little lantern. It blows up and it folds down, and we can hang it in our tent. It lights up, and it's a little illuminated first aid, and it's solar powered, so you could charge it while you're at camp. A few things that I forgot to mention. This is my ultralight GSI Outdoors mug. Very lightweight, so we're gonna use this. This is also helpful because it has measuring inside, so it has 1 cup and a 2 cup measurement because a lot of our freeze dried meals require 1.5 to 2 cups, so it's a little hard to measure. So we have a measuring system right there. We have a flask, very important. We have not decided what is going in there yet. And we have our sleep masks. I feel like with the sleep masks and the earbuds, it's very important for us to get some good sleep. So we're definitely gonna take these.
And I have my hydro flask mugs, not as light as hers, probably 4 times or 5 times or maybe even 10 times as heavy as it is for hers. But you know, I need my coffee mug as well in the morning.
So last is clothing. Clothing can be a bit overwhelming. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of materials, a lot of good stuff. What I found was that it goes base layer, fleece, some type of down jacket, and then a raincoat if you need it. So we went with the synthetic route. We have our base layers here from Amazon. That just basically means that it's polyester. Some type of polyester. The other option is wool, and wool is more expensive. So we went with Amazon, and then we have our fleece here. Ladies, I'm having a shirt that has a built in sports bra, and then some hiking pants that are thick. Nelson has his pants from Kull, his Amazon underlayer. He's had a lot of good reviews on them. We both have our smart wool socks and our net gaiters. These are pretty thin. We think that they'll be okay. This also can be used as a headband for women. He has his fleece, and then I thrifted this really cool jacket. Again, I suggest doing secondhand for a lot of these outdoor clothing because you can find really good stuff. This is a Marmot Gore-Tex jacket, rain jacket, and Gore-Tex is very expensive. It's fully waterproof, so this was a big steal. This was about $15 at the thrift store, and it retails right now for $275. So very cool. I just got a pretty basic rain jacket from Uniqlo. It was on sale from like $90 to like $50, so got that. We both got some beanies, some gloves if it's needed. I have my trekking poles. These are the Cascade Mountain Tech trekking poles. Got these at Costco. These are solid. I have some merino wool underwear, one for camping and one to change into once we get to camp. And we're going to pack them all in these compression clothing bags. And pretty much everything that we pack, we're going to have an outfit to hike and then an outfit once we get to camp. So I'm probably not going to use my base layer leggings, and I'm going to change into these and another long sleeve once I get to camp with my other set of wool underwear. It's just so we're fresh and clean, and then have some other wool socks that we could change into that are also clean. And then I have my ultralight down jacket from Uniqlo if it gets really cold at camp. Camp shoes, we have some Tevas. Nelson doesn't have any camp shoes.
Working on it, but we'll see my Nike flops out there.
We're thinking about getting like some North Face, those like slipper ones, or some Bedrock mountain clogs. So many options out there. But that's what we learned, which is like the basics, your base layer, your fleece layer, some type of jacket over, down jacket over, and you should be warm, and then some type of rain, wind jacket over if you need it.
Yeah, and it's gonna be kind of cold at night, so we'll see what we use to sleep. See how many layers we keep on. But overall, for the hike, we'll see. We're gonna go in with our regular hike with our clothes for most of the stuff, and then we'll see what we change into and see how this all withstands. If we have to add layers, subtract layers, get some different type of gear, but for now, this is what we got.
And that's it. That's all of our gear. It looks like a lot. It probably will be a lot. Our backpacks are going to be probably very heavy, but that's all part of this process. We're going to learn. We're going to shave down where needed, But for any backpackers out there, if you have any advice, any tips, let us know in the comments. Again, we're not ultralighters. Our backpacks are definitely not the lightest it could be. So give us some tips and let us know.
Any suggestions on food? Anything else that we could be using? Any type of recommendations, we're gladly hear it because we're trying to get more outdoors. We're trying to really experience this whole journey, and any help that we can get for anybody that's experienced or anybody that's starting off as well wants to follow along with what we're doing. We're actually gonna film the whole experience on our actual trip on a different video. So if you guys want to see what that is, follow along, follow our channel, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you on the next one.